Up next in the Golden Chair, join hosts Amy Noobson and Christina Vidovich as we interview the speakers of Washington, D.C. 2026. Women Getting Visible, the global leader in visibility conferences for women, where amazing women get in the room to get visible. I am absolutely thrilled for today's episode of Women Getting Visible, our speaker edition for Washington, D.C. I'm Christina.
And I'm Amy Noobson. We have the pleasure today to have Christine with us. Yay!
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
And she is one of our speakers that we are so excited because we're not just going to be listening to her voice, we get to be listening to the sounds of her bowl. That is too.
So for our listeners out there who can't see us, she is a sound bowl, and I'm going to just say it, magician. Oh my goodness, Christina, I'm so excited to have you today. Tell us a little bit about what it is to do what you do with sound bowls, because there are some people out there who aren't sure what this is all about. They've seen them, but they don't know or haven't experienced it. So share.
Absolutely. It really is across the board right now. I think there's so many people who have heard of it and experienced it, and so many who have not. And I remember talking about it with someone one time, and, I said sound bath, and he thought he needed a bathing suit, because there's water involved if it's a bath. So there is no water involved. You're basically being bathed by the sounds that you hear. So when you go to a sound bath, generally, you're either lying on a yoga mat or sitting in a chair comfortably, and you're really just resting and relaxing as you listen to all of the different sounds just kind of wash over you. And the great thing about it for me is really just that, we all know that meditation is beneficial, but how many of us actually take the time to meditate? The benefit about meditation is getting into this theta brainwave state. And when you experience a sound bath, you can get into that state without trying, like without having to sit in meditation and focus, which is so hard for many of us. But in a sound bath, you get there just by listening to the sounds.
Oh, that's amazing. And I love that you have the background of psychology and, as well. And so you understand what's happening, not just what you get to help people experience. So tell me how that's kind of helped you too, to kind of dive into sound baths and how it's affected other people.
Yeah, there are so many benefits that I've heard along the way in my experience as a sound bath practitioner. It really, there's a lot of psychological things going on in the brain. There's a lot of, you get into this parasympathetic nervous system state when you are allowing your body to just rest and receive again, which is so hard for many of us, especially women, when we're just out there giving all day long and doing and relying on other people. And we don't have a lot of, space available many times to actually let ourselves receive. So it's wonderful when I'm giving a sound bath and I'm just watching these people just laying there, and I can see, you can even sense in the room when people drop in to this really restful state that, I know I'm guilty of it. Like when I need to rest, sometimes I binge watch something on Netflix, or I, scroll on my phone, and we think it's restful because we're taking a break, but it's not this really deep restorative state that we get ourselves into when we experience a sound bath.
And what I love too is this hasn't been your career your entire life. You have been as someone who went for that corporate dream, and then eventually through your own life ended up here. So tell us a little bit more about that background and how you ended up in this space.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It really has gone full circle because I was very into music as a child. I got my first piano when I was 7, and I loved music. I was writing songs as a teenager. I wanted to major in music. I wanted to be a professional musician. And the, mentors in my life, AKA our parents, I love my parents, but they want the best for you. And they know or they think they know where you're going to be the most successful. And being a musician, it can be hard to earn a living as a musician. So he's like, you got to, basically take this sort of corporate route. And so that's what I did. I went to college, I graduated, or I got a degree in sociology, and then I got a job that had nothing to do with sociology in the corporate space, and spent 2 decades, doing all kinds of things in the corporate world, stressing myself out a lot in the process. My last job specifically, I was so overworked and overwhelmed, and it got me to this place where I was like, this has been years and years now. And I'm thinking, every other task I have, I'm like, okay, once this happens, I can calm down. Once I finish this project, things will ease up. Like, I can take a break. I can do this. And like, it never happened. There was always something around the next corner. And I'm like, I feel like this is not the way we're supposed to be living our lives. Like, this can't be it, you guys. I'm serious. Like, so I actually manifested getting laid off from that job. So I got a severance and I started my own wellness business. And it started with lots of other things. I started with Reiki, meditation, sound healing. I'm a practitioner in all of those things, and I think they are all amazing. And then sound healing kind of full circle came back into my life, and I started doing it. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And so it's been a wild ride, but it all had to happen exactly the way it happened. So I don't regret a thing. It's been amazing.
And the calling, the musical calling from your life, from a child that just kind of got put on that literal back burner to now, and to go through that whole journey so that the people that you're helping today, their journey because you have been through it yourself.
Exactly. I had to go through it to be able to know how it helps people, because I experienced that, so yeah.
Love that. Well, we also know that you were bringing a little surprise. We're going to get to experience some of what it would be like to have the Sound Bowl experience live and in person in DC, but you're going to share with us right now a little bit of what that's going to be like. We would love to hear you with the Sound Bowls.
Absolutely. I'll play just a couple of minutes here so you can get a little taste of it. So give me 1 second. I'm going to set them up right in front of me and adjust my microphone.
I'm going to start with the applause. Welcoming Christine to the stage for a beautiful sound bath.
While she's setting that up, sound is so important to all of us. If we think about it, when you have a headache, what do? We go into a quiet space. Those kind of things that we just need sometimes silence, and sometimes we need those vibrations to kind of like wake us up, or motivate us. There's so many different ways that sound can affect us. And I love that this is just a quick, easy way to go right into a space that you're looking for, that maybe you're challenged as a person who's always constantly busy and there's always something going on and you can't get your mind to calm down enough. Just take that meditation in.
Yeah, absolutely. Or setting the mood for yourself with the right music to pump yourself up or chill yourself out.
Absolutely.
So beautiful.
Yeah, our senses are constantly bringing in information. Our nervous systems are bringing in information all the time, scanning for danger. And it also scans for safety too. So when we input, into our systems, the things that bring us that sense of peace and safety, like, this is so easy. Like, listening to sounds is such an easy thing to do to bring us this sense of calm. So that's why I like nature so much too, because you're like bringing in the trees and the sun and the clouds into your eyeballs, and it just calms you down. So, we got to do this stuff more. All right. I'm all set. Ready when you are.
All right. We're excited to hear it.
Awesome. So if you both want to and can, you can close your eyes, and anybody listening can just close your eyes if that is an option for you at the moment. And just take a nice deep breath in and let it all go. And just let yourself just listen to the sounds that you're about to hear. Giving yourself permission to set aside your day and just take these couple of minutes for you. It's occurring to me that the settings are different on here than they are on Zoom. So I'm not sure if this is coming through the way that it normally does on a Zoom call.
Even when it does come in, it's very lovely, though. You can definitely feel it in your body and that sound just coming through.
That's good. Yeah, I was hearing a little bit of feedback, I think. So I didn't know if like how it was coming through, but there's a lot of settings on Zoom that have to be set just right in order for the sounds to come through the way they're supposed to. So hopefully that was enough of a little taste that from an audio perspective wasn't too bad. But
well, and I love that, Christine, you know that too. So that's some of the things you've been offering and experimenting with and being very successful with is on Zoom doing these challenges and being able to like share the sound online in groups. So which is wonderful. You don't have to just go to your one location. It can be in your own comfort of your own home, sitting in a very comfortable chair you're familiar with, and be able to experience that. So tell us a little bit how you're doing that with others right now.
Yeah, that has really become such a new like favorite thing that I do now. It was just sort of like, I'm just going to try this thing and see if it works, AKA a virtual sound bath. And it went so well that what I was going to do once a month, now I'm doing once a week inside my online membership, which is called From the Wild. And it's called From the Wild because I infuse nature sounds into the sound baths that we do. So we do online sound baths every Tuesday night. And I'm telling you, the feedback from that has been incredible. And it really is great because people they can lie in their own bed. They can be in their own space. They don't have to go anywhere, and they experience all of the benefits of having a sound bath from their house every Tuesday night. So it's been amazing.
Do you think it's a really good thing to do before bed to help people sleep? Is that kind of why you do it at night?
Yep, that's exactly why I do it at night. Yeah, I hear from people over and over and over again how it helped them sleep. But I will also say I did one in the morning a few weeks ago at another event, and a woman came to me afterwards and said she slept really well that night when she'd been having trouble sleeping. So I think you can do it at any time of the day, but I know for me, I love getting a sound bath at night, and I can just go home and just fall off to sleep. It's amazing.
It's incredible because I can still hear the bong. It's still resonating within me, which is fascinating because I know someone who is a linguistics professor who deals in all types of sound and talks about how once sound is out there, it continues to vibrate throughout the universe.
I love that.
And so it's like, I can see why, even if it were in the morning, that it's continuing to vibrate. It just sets us in a different tone for the rest of our day. And like holding on to those moments are just so beautiful. And just even this tiny, tiny sample, I can't even wait to have you in the room and just bathe us in that beauty in your magic fingers.
It's so funny you say that. I have been like, one of my testimonials was Christine is magical. So it's crazy that you say that. So it's such a love, and it's such a, it's the most fulfilling thing I've ever done to hold this kind of space for people who really, really need it, especially in the DC area. It is just, we are so stressed out here. Like we are go, go, go all the time. And it's like my dream is to have people know that life doesn't have to look like that as much as you think it has to, or this is just the way life is. No, like ask yourself, is it the way life is? Is there something better that my life could be, or that I could experience? So it's such a beautiful thing. to help people with.
No, I think it's amazing. And I think it's important for everybody to kind of hear that again, is to be able to know that you don't have to rush through life, you know. And I like the idea, like if you are and you're having a hard time figuring out how to like slow down, these techniques that Christine's bringing in is those sound baths, like those can help you start to navigate how to slow down.
Exactly. And it can take the stress that you're experiencing and make it less stressful. You know, it might not change your outer world, but it changes how you approach your outer world. It changes your inner world, which, you know, in turn changes how you look at things. So then if you're looking at something with those types of eyes, you might have this inspiration, this intuitive, you know, thought that maybe I can do something different over here. And then, you know, things just sort of go from there without having to effort and like try to make things better. Things just kind of flow better. So yeah, doing things like this, you know, a little bit every day, which I do a challenge in my membership where we do a 7-day sound experiment where we listen to just a little bit, like 5 to 8 minutes every day. And we just see how that changes our days and our nights and our lives. So yeah.
Wow, this is incredible. And we invite, there's more sounds.
There's the nature that you talked about, you know.
That's one of the things I always say, because in a sound bath in person, especially, there's always like somebody might start snoring, or, you know, you might hear somebody's stomach rumbling, or like, you know, unintended bodily sounds. And I'm always like, just take it in as the music of the moment. You know, this is the music of this present time that we are in, and we can just take it all in without judgment.
Oh, incredible. And I want to invite everyone to meet Christine. Go find her online. Go and enjoy her courses online. Get bathed in that sound, as well as joining us for the Women Getting Visible Show and Conference this October in Washington, D.C. It will be an incredible space in this room. And Christine, you are just an amazing magician at bringing that to us. And we're so happy to have you in the room for this event.
Thank you. I'm so excited for it. You have no idea.
Yay. All right, terrific. Well, thank you for listening and watching to this incredible speaker special edition for Washington, D.C. Women Getting Visible. I'm Christina.
And I'm Amy. We'll see you in the room.
Who's up next in the Golden Chair? Join us for Washington, D.C. 2026 and find out.
Women Getting Visible! Women Getting Visible!
Voice, value, and visibility. Get in the room with women getting visible. Could your community be next? Partner with Women Getting Visible to create extraordinary opportunities for women in your community.